So this is where we will get into the phase 2 of the assignment. We will do the hash extraction. This is an investigator's role. So what we will be doing here is we will be using this Linux based tool called John the Ripper. What it basically does is first it extracts a hash string, and then it uses that hash string to extract the password. So first I'm extracting the hash. So we have extracted the hash, but we can't see it yet. So to see it, we can use any text editor. So this is the special hash generated by the John the Ripper tool. And if you observe it closely, you can see the hash ID or the hash type. It says pkzip, which means that it's a hash ID generated for the zip file. And when you notice if you notice one thing, this hash ID is different from the SHA2 hash that was just generated. That's because the John the Ripper uses a special function to generate an hash value that is exclusive to that particular tool. And now we have the hash value, and next what we will do is we will start cracking the password. And for cracking the password, first we need to join both the username and password file. So unshadow is a tool used to combine both the files, and if you see, we can have the shadow.txt file. This is the combined file. So next we'll start the actual cracking, but before that we can identify the hash types. It's an optional step, but it's a very good investigator's routine to maintain the integrity and also the chain of custody list. So this is the hash generated, and if you see here it says unknown hash type, but if you observe closely, it says it's a zip file and hash is related to the zip. And if we check the hash ID from shadow and write a hash.txt file, you can see it doesn't say zip file zip, but instead says 1. That's because it's the identifier for MD5 cryptography. So whenever we have 1, it means it's encrypted with the MD5. And next we will be using John the Ripper tool to crack the shadow file that we have just generated. So what we will be doing is, here we have two options. The first one is to use the brute force method and try all the possible passwords, but it is a very time consuming process. So what we'll be doing is we'll be creating a word list. A word list is just a list with all the passwords that we suspect to be the passwords for the system. So considering the time constraints, I'm just creating the list with just one word, that is password. And now we have the word list, and we will use this word list to attack the file. So this word list is just the suspected password. It can be any number of passwords. So now I have attacked the shadow ash.txt using the word list that I have just generated, and it says loaded one password hash. That's because we just add one password in it, and it says no password hashes left, so that's good. And we can use this command here to know the actual password. So it says a password is the password for the file, for the combined file. Now we got the output. So we need to record this password and save it for later part of the assignment. And next, as we got the password for the shadow as txt, that's the combined file of a suspect hash and suspect password. And in our investigation, we suspected that the person used the same password as his system password to the zip file. So next we will be cracking that, and the hash for this file is stored in zip underscore hash.txt. So we will be cracking that file. So you can see it here. It directly say return the password, or else if it didn't, we can just use this command here to get the password. So now we got the password. So our assumption that the suspect used the same password for the system and also the file is correct. And we can check that. Before checking, let me just show you this. So we have the zip file, both the system files and also combined system file which stored the password, and also we have the word list that we have used, a zip file, and the hash value of the zip. And next, let me just unzip the file. So it's asking for the password. We can enter the password. And if you see it, the password is correct, and we got the file that we are looking for. And you can extract the contents using the command ls.hel, and also view the contents using the command cat. So this is the content in the file. So this is where the part 1 of the assignment 5 ends.